Welcome to slide number 10. This is another very favorite slide of mine because many parents have asked me, many teachers have asked me this question: how do you help a child with mirror image? This word mirror image is also called, sometimes used as letter reversals or number reversals, confusing letters, mirror activity. So it's got multiple names. Now, what is mirror reading or mirror writing? Basically, the child is, as you can see it in the side, the child is doing reverse reading or reverse writing, upwards, downwards, backwards. Before I tell you how to help a child, first understand why is your child doing mirror reading or mirror writing. It's common developmental behavior with lots of children who have this from the age of 3 to 7 years. It's very common in children, even if they have fine motor skills, they may still struggle. So should you be worried? Actually not, because if it is between that age, you have nothing to worry. Their brain works in a different pattern and hence they have this issue. But many children who are dyslexic will continue to have it till we don't help them or correct it in the using the right method. So another question I'm asked is mirror writing rare? Yes. Reading is actually very common, very, very common. So nothing to really get scared till that age. So which are these letters as I have shown in the slide? P, Q, M, W, U, N, B, D are the common letters. The child gets confused, and I have seen teachers and parents getting angry and repeating, I've told you 1,000 times, why don't you understand? This is B and this is D. What is a confusion? It's not a confusion for you as a parent or a child or a teacher, but it's a huge confusion for the child. So why do children have mirror letters? Why do they have this problem with mirror letters? Basically, as I said, could be because of dyslexia. Some children find it difficult to form letters in the first place itself, so they get confused. And some children they show signs of letter reversals because of visual processing issue. Like they are seeing an object and by the time they copy it in the notebook, or even by the time they read it, they are already lost it. So the question here is how to help. How can I correct my child's mirror image problem? Now I'm going to give you a few steps. One is, if it is reading, then write that alphabet B in such a way that when you show it in the mirror, it is in the right way, the way you want the child to write. Now I cannot demonstrate it here, but I'm sure you're able to understand. Write that alphabet in such a way that when you show it on the mirror, the child is able to read it properly. This is something we shall not find anywhere, because this is what I discovered when I was working with the child. Then when you have to teach the child, what is this dot, where do you start that particular letter writing from? That's very good secret. Like when you write B and when you write D, their starting points are different. So what is that starting point? From where you will start, that's another way to remember. Then before writing, or before reading, you have to teach the child to trace the letter in air, in water, trace it on the book with the finger. So this is all called muscle memory. You have to develop muscle memory of the child by which they can do it. Next, do not work on both letters. This is my experience, personal experience. If the child is confused with B and D, teach any one. Don't teach both. Let the child master in one first. Don't give worksheets where you're telling the child, okay, tell me which is B and which is D. Not required. Give only worksheets which has B, or it has other alphabets with B. So let the child identify this B from other alphabets which don't look like B. Okay. Then use fun activities like atta, clay, regular practice, any age. I have done this with 12-year, 14-year-old also. When they were confused with B and D, we used to have clay in our center all the time. So these kids used to do it very frequently with clay, and clay is a real magic. So use this simple daily techniques to, and always have, when the child is reading, keep one alphabet big card of B in front of the child. Whenever he's stuck with B and D, don't tell the child. Just ask him to look at that card Let his brain see that alphabet again and again. Then he'll come back and say, okay, this is B. So stop helping the child while he's reading. Instead, have this image. He'll be able to do it. All right. Thank you so much for this, and please practice this. I'm telling you, it's magic. Your child will be able to overcome this problem. Thank you. Bye-bye.